My guy looked so not ready, like a news person that's just like totally like I don't want to be here today, but I do.
Yeah.
I just hadn't calibrated, so my guy looked
Uh,
angry
no,
bear.
normal.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Darcy.
Good morning, Jeffrey. Hey, Patricia's here.
Woo woo.
Good morning.
She's been waiting for those 10 minutes that you were distracting me with your
Yep.
stories,
With my small talk.
with your small talk, large talk, because it wasn't small. Small would be short. Yours was
Yep.
long talk,
Yep. Non-stop. Not.
non-stop long talk. Wow,
Yep.
that sounds dangerous.
It is. It really is. I don't know why I talk so much.
You have a lot to say,
And I say nothing
and you say
also.
nothing. Wow. So,
At least I'm self-aware.
at least
Like,
you're
I'm not gonna.
self-aware.
Yeah, I'm not gonna add anything to this conversation, but it'll mostly be me.
That's actually funny. That's so funny. All right, so what do we got going on today?
Oh my gosh, so many good things. Spoons. I think I saw spoons. Um,
Spoons. Actually, it's not
uh,
in our story. It's just a picture that I thought was cool.
oh, well, then,
I've seen
what,
Spoon Guy though. He's pretty cool.
yeah,
Never like in person, but I saw they did TV on him before.
they did TV on him.
Yeah.
That's the way that's said. Oh man, good stuff. Good
Out of
stuff.
control here this morning.
Yep, yep, yep.
Spoon Man, we got anything else?
Um,
I like
one
Spoon
more
Man
things about
song.
the eclipse. Yeah, I know. Alice in Chains.
No.
Yep.
No.
Who was it? Soundgarden.
Yes.
Oh.
Spoon Man. That's all I know.
That was so good. We're gonna get copyrighted.
I don't think from that rendition.
I'm gonna
I
be
don't
like,
think they're gonna be like,
you
no,
do
that's not
not.
close enough.
That was
That was
spot
an
on.
original.
Yeah. Oh man, good stuff.
So
I think this is.
clips, we
I
got
already feel like this is
spoons.
our best show ever.
Best show, 10 minutes late, even though we were
Yeah.
super prepared and ready and early.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
waiting to start, really, almost.
No, you were doing stuff the whole time. Uh, and I did a couple things.
Yeah, but there's always stuff to do. It's just like when you're at work. We don't hear it. I don't think we hear it in our field very often, but I never hear anybody say, "Oh, I got nothing to do."
Oh, yeah.
It's interesting. So we got an eclipse. We got Spoon Man. We got anything else?
Um, superheroes.
I got a chattery jaw. Yeah, we got some superheroes.
You got a chattery jaw. What's
Yeah,
that mean?
my animes guy. Like even when I wasn't
Oh,
talking, it just kept moving.
your guy's just
He's a little
giggling
hopped up
and
on coffee this
jabbermouth.
morning. He had he's a little twitchy. He's had too many espressos.
Yep. My my guy has angry eyebrows today.
But happy eyes.
And
That's a weird
there we go.
combo.
Is that better?
It is better. You look weird.
I bet I look
Uh,
weird in real life too. Doing that.
uh,
Yep.
yeah, when we
And
were watching your coworkers podcast, I was thinking about that. I was like, Man, so brave, not using an avatar.
Yep. Putting your face out there in the world.
Yep,
Yeah,
like unwashed face or whatever.
yeah, I'm so glad you
Oh
talked
yeah.
me into to animes because yeah.
Well, I'm holding out hope that we'll get upgrades eventually someday.
Yeah.
Not animes. I don't think animes is ever going to change. Why would they
Like
change their product?
faceless.
But something like, yeah, Facebook's. Yep. Like old markers.
Mm. I said faceless. Yeah.
Like
Hey, fuck
faceless.
you.
I heard Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
this morning I was watching
oh, not
like a
that
little
one.
snippet from a interview with um Kristen Wiig on Conan O'Brien's podcast, and she got lip fillers, and it was kind of weird.
She
It
got who?
reminded
What?
Kristen Wiig
Yeah, I know who
got
that is.
no, I know she got lip fillers,
Lip
and they weren't.
fillers?
Yeah, so they weren't huge,
Oh,
but she's got really thin lips,
yeah.
so it was
What?
noticeable. And I think she's had them for a while, but in this
Uh,
particular interview, it was, and I don't know how old it was, right? So, you know, um, but it was weird. It reminded me of like when
why am
Jennifer
I so
Grey got
small?
Jennifer Grey, when she got her nose job. It was like that where it was like, oh, this one little thing, and I mean, it looked like she got a little bit of work done, or she just had injections or whatever.
I
Um,
don't like that.
but
That's sad.
yeah, she didn't quite. She looked like somebody that looked like Kristen Wiig. Is where I'm going with that. It's like kinda, but yeah. So like when Jennifer Grey got her nose job, it was like she was unrecognizable, and I feel like Kristen Wiig did the same thing.
I like
So
thin lips though. That's the thing. Like
she's beautiful, and but
it's
yeah, I mean
interesting, but on
it'd be
that
hard.
particular plastic surgery procedure, that's one that's where I'm always
Well, I
sad
think they're
on
just
because
injections.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, I mean, but I consider
yeah,
that still like you're trying
yeah.
to intentionally. I mean, I don't see what the
Mhm.
medical benefit would be if there's a medical benefit, right? I don't know. I don't know that one. But that one, like thin lips, I've never seen the problem with that one. Like
Yeah.
some of the other ones, it's kind of like okay, I can kind of see where you're maybe thinking you're improving or whatever, like but the
Hmm.
lips one, I don't know. I've never seen a problem with thin lips.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's
I
always
don't.
been that particular one's always been an interest. Like what made you decide like somebody's like, "Ooh, your lips are too thin." I'd be like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah. I know. I was
Guess
watching
they
some, and
are. Okay.
I can't even remember what it was, but they were talking about like
Hmm.
the new style, like the style to get like the lip injections and like have really big lips. That is the look that people are going for. They
Yeah,
know it
yeah.
doesn't, like everybody knows it doesn't look real,
It
but
looks
that's
weird
still the look
in
they're
general.
going for. Yeah. And so to like it kind of makes sense like to be in that world and like to be going, living in
Hmm.
Hollywood and
Yeah, yeah. Where
California
you're
and
like, "Oh, I
stuff,
gotta
and
have the
then
bigger lips."
yeah, and then that's the style. It's like,
And then
oh,
the other thing that I found fascinating about that procedure is like it seems like to get it right is hard.
yeah.
Like that
Well,
one, it's like you either
yeah,
end up with really big lips or really, really big lips.
yeah. I
Like,
know, and
I don't
people are
know.
get like because if they do it wrong or if they hit like a blood vessel or whatever, you can kill the blood supply to your lip, and then it turns black, and then you have to get it cut off, and then you end up
What?
with
What?
no lips. Yeah, like there's like
That's the
some
way it
like
goes
really
wrong? You
yeah
gotta get a
it like
fake lip?
yeah you can
Wow.
kill your skin, and that's like with the Botox and stuff. I don't know. I kind of went off on these. I've
That's
gone down the
interesting.
rabbit hole a few times.
No,
Um,
I did not know that though.
yeah, and like I mean, it'll happen when people get it like on their nose, pretty much anywhere in your face. There's so many blood vessels. Um, yeah, you can really mess up.
Well, that's why you
It
gotta
can go really
pay for
bad.
the good guys.
Well,
Don't do
even
the
like
cheap ones.
even then, it really just depends on where your blood vessels are. And then also on top of that, like if something goes wrong, you need to yeah, you go to the good people because they hopefully have someone on site that can not let you leave right away. Make sure everything looks good, and then get you the medical help you need. Because I think if you do it, if they find it quick enough, they can dissolve some of the filler and then bring blood back. But if you wait too long, it'll
Yeah,
you
it
have to get
sounds
it
like
all.
too much.
It's really sad. I mean, I can't even imagine. And it's like
Well, it suck.
sold as this really safe thing.
Well, it just suck. That's why you gotta be careful with all medical procedures.
Yep. Yep.
What does that have to do with eclipses? Or is that part of our perfection section?
It is sure superhumans battery.
Superhumans, you can kiss
Yeah.
really well with your extra poofy lips. I don't know.
I don't know. Can you? It feels. I don't know. It
Would
feels
it be like
kissing a
those
balloon.
perfect pillows that you get at hotels sometimes? Is it just like the perfect kiss then after that?
I
Just
feel
like
like it would just be really tight.
the
Like
right separation and
no.
I don't
I
know.
maybe like
Don't know.
kissing a balloon or
So,
kissing
if
something that's
anyone
too.
has gotten lip filler injections and wants to kiss me, I would be open. No.
That is hilarious.
As a test
But
subject,
you'll need,
test only.
yeah, you'll need a what is it called? Somebody that doesn't have any, so you
Oh,
can
I
have a
need control.
yeah, a
Yeah,
control. So
control.
you'll need a
I need a
control.
thin lipper, and then a natural. Now, do you have to control with like regular thin lips and the, before and after, or should you like if you're an all natural? Gets complicated. There might be lots of tests involved.
Yeah, you'll have to come up with a few different
I'm
hypotheses.
always still scared of kissing people because of mouth
Germs?
transmissions
Yeah.
of things, cold
Yeah.
sores and stuff. It's like, oh
Well,
no, no. I know it has to be like there, but it's always just like, no.
yeah. I don't know. I think yeah, I don't know.
But if you get lip fillers, you don't have those problems. So
That's not
that makes it exciting.
true.
All right, let's get into our
Don't
strange
say that.
eclipse. What do we got going on with strange eclipses?
Whoopsies. Mm.
10 strange facts. Do you think all 10 will be strange?
I hope so.
This solar eclipse will be one of the most watched live natural events in history. During the August 21, 2017 eclipse, the path of totality was home to about 12 million people. This time it's 32 million, largely in big cities like Mazatlan, Mexico.
Mazatlan.
Mazatlan, what is it? Mazatlan?
Mazatlan. Mazatlan.
Mazatlan?
Hmm.
There's a T in
Yep.
there, I see it. San Antonio, Austin, Fort Worth, and Dallas, Texas. Indianapolis in Indiana, Cleveland in Ohio, Buffalo and Rochester in New York will all experience totality.
That's interesting. That's a lot of cities. Big cities, huh?
Hmm. And that's why it's going to be so easy to put a little effort in. And just think about all the cities that are near there. Like, I mean, you have Chicago that's close to the line. They didn't even name Detroit. Detroit, you got like Toledo. You got a bunch of big cities that are near. Also, Columbus, Ohio. You don't have to go very far. Did they say
Well,
Columbus? What
depending
Ohio?
on where you
Cleveland?
are. I would have to go far to get there.
You
I'd
would,
be,
but all the cities right in the
oh, if
states
you're
that
in
are
that
touching.
general
Yeah,
area.
I was naming cities that were in states that already had some portion of it in
You're like,
there.
for you in,
So if it was coming across Florida and you had to drive to South Florida down by Miami, that's what would be similar maybe. But
hmm,
or Georgia.
okay.
If it was Georgia or Alabama, similar drive. But That is an interesting fact. So there's going to be a busy one and probably be heavily televised.
Yeah.
It will be the longest totality on land since 2010 and until 2027. The point of the greatest eclipse duration will be in Nazas in
I don't know that
Durango,
one.
Mexico, where 4 minutes and 28 seconds of totality will be experienced. That's the longest on land since the 4 minutes and 40 seconds of totality on Rapa Nui or slash Easter Island in 2010. A total solar eclipse lasting 6 minutes and 23 seconds will occur close to Luxor in Egypt. Ooh,
2027.
in
So
2027. Yeah. So the next
that would
one,
be
if we can raise, maybe we can get some donations going to our channel, and we can raise enough money that we can televise over there live.
that would be I I'd be down. I'd
Yep.
go get my passport for that.
Yep.
I need to get my passport anyway. I'm still disappointed.
So
I can't believe I've lived long enough that my passport expired.
can't
I haven't
believe you
gotten
lived
over it
past
yet.
10 years.
Yeah. Well, and it's been like 10 years since it expired. That's the
Oh,
depressing
the
part.
real expiration, yeah, the double X,
Yeah.
because once it expires, you still even have time.
Yeah. I'm like, wow. That's
Now you got to start over.
yeah.
Over 2/3 of the path of totality is at sea. Although the path of totality will stretch across Mexico and the US and maritime Canada, it will mostly occur over the ocean. That's too bad. Venus, Jupiter, and the Devil Comet may be visible during totality. Since
That's
it'll
pretty
be
cool.
a particularly long totality, the sky will get noticeably dark. Even before totality occurs, the planet Venus is likely to be visible 15 degrees west southwest of the Sun. During totality, Jupiter will appear about 30 degrees northwest of the Sun. Between Jupiter and the eclipse, it may be possible to see comet 12P Pons Brooks, aka the Devil Comet, 25 degrees from the Sun, through though probably only through binoculars.
That
Wow,
would be so cool. That actually makes it like way more cool to go see it.
that is pretty interesting. So then, as it gets darker, all these extra things will start appearing. That'd be a freak out day if you were like back in the
Hmm.
day. You'd be like, oh my gosh, it's
What?
all coming! The devil's coming for us!
The devil comet.
It's the result of a remarkable coincidence. Total solar eclipses are possible only because the moon can sometimes appear to be exactly the same size as the sun. It's not, of course, but sometimes being 400 times closer and 400 times smaller works out just perfectly for blocking the sun for us on Earth. On April 8th, a perigee new moon's apparent diameter will be 5.5% larger than average. The opposite can be the case, where the moon's apparent diameter is smaller. An apogee new moon causes a ring of fire. That one's always cool. That's the one that's
Yeah.
bad. That'd be like,
Yeah.
oh no. Oh, I might even believe stories then. Like, this is the
Hmm.
safe one. They're like, oh, we're saved. Which one is it gonna
Yeah.
be? Are we gonna die?
It's just going to be dark forever.
Yeah.
Or let it all burn.
Yep. The moon is gradually drifting away from the Earth at 1.5 inches per year. And once it's 14,600 miles further out, it'll appear too small from Earth to cover the sun. Oh, wow. Eclipses are eventually going to stop happening.
In 600 million years. So enjoy them while you can, folks.
Mm-hmm. That's sad.
That is sad.
The eclipse may coincide with storm chasing. What? Season in Tornado Alley. Tornado Alley in the U.S. is what storm chasers often call the western portions of the South Great Plains, covering Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Nebraska. It's where the often devastating columns of violently rotating air are more frequently seen. They can also occur in Illinois, Kentucky, Indiana, and Michigan. Many of these states are in the paths of totality in April 8, 2024. That should alarm most. It's advisable to stay away from those areas if storms are predicted. Those storm chasers will dream of seeing both an eclipse of the sun and a tornado. That would be sweet.
That would be crazy.
If you could catch that picture. A giant tornado, not tearing up houses, just out in the field, just being
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
And
Nice
the
big.
eclipse up above it. Like, the eclipse is demanding, like, driving it.
Wow. That
It
would be
crosses
very.
the path of America's last solar eclipse. Yes, I've seen that. I didn't bring that up. I should have brought that up. So the last one went the other direction, and now um there is a spot where they crisscross.
Hmm.
It looks like it's like Kentucky, Illinois, maybe a little bit of Missouri.
Hmm.
However, the path in 2024 also crosses the path of America's next major total eclipse. Onlookers will get to see shadow bands when the sun is blocked by the moon. Onlookers experience darkness in the day and a drop of temperature of about 10 to 15 degrees.
Wow.
Yes, I forgot about that part. Also visible on the ground just before and after totality will be shadow bands, thin moving wavy lines, undulating in parallel, undulating in parallel. They're a coincidence of turbulence in Earth's atmosphere. The same
Very cool.
the same alignment will cause an eclipse in 2042. Um, yeah, they happen they take place in overlapping patterns called Saros, the repetition, every 18 years, 11 days, 8 hours, the sun, moon, and earth align in almost the same way, causing a very similar solar eclipse. So on April 20th, 2042, the same alignment will cause the 2024 solar eclipse will bring a moon shadow of very similar dimensions to Indonesia, Malaysia, and the Philippines. Interesting.
Very interesting.
Strange.
Ooh. Oh wait, that was scary.
That was a little too scary there.
Mhm.
I don't know if we can handle that. Now it's out of control.
No,
What did you not know about the eclipse?
I don't know. Tell me.
Earth is the only planet in our solar system from which you can witness a perfect total solar eclipse. Wow, I wonder if aliens would come out to see it. That would be cool.
Maybe.
A curious coincidence makes it possible the sun is 400 times the diameter of our moon, but that's also 400 times further away from us, so both bodies appear to be the same size in the sky. And the moon perfectly covers the sun. If the moon were closer, it would block out both the sun and its cornea. Further away, it would never cover the sun completely. No other planet has the right size moon. It's kind of weird.
That is very weird. When I got this article, I read that like 5 times. I was like, my brain does not compute. We're the only ones? That's
Only
so cool.
one. Maybe that's why life chose here.
Yep. Because we have
Only
eclipses.
planet. There are no
Eclipses.
aliens. All the
Yep.
rest of the universe is just barren and desolate.
I don't think so.
To produce a
Not any.
total eclipse, how do you do that? With a
I
flashlight
don't know.
and some balls?
Yeah. You always need balls.
You always need. Some might argue that. To
Yeah.
produce a total eclipse, the sun, moon, and earth need to line up in a straight line. Astronomers call this
They made that up.
CG, synergy. I want to call it synergy, but
Oh,
SYZYGY. I don't even know if that's
they're
not
like,
even a. Like,
they just wanted, they're like, I want to win Scrabble. So let's make a word. Actually, I don't even think there's enough.
I
Uh,
don't know if you can do it, but during an eclipse, the moon's shadow races faster than the speed of sound across the earth, more than 1,200 miles per hour. It's a fast race that you're going to lose if you try racing it. Solar and lunar eclipses happen in pairs, sometimes even trios. The total solar eclipse on August 21st, oh well, that's not the one we're going to watch, will
nope.
be preceded by a lunar eclipse earlier on August 7th. So I wonder if that happened this time.
Oh,
If you stood in
strange.
one place and waited to see a total solar eclipse, you could wait for 300 years or more.
I like that fact.
Yeah,
That's
that's why
interesting.
you want to put effort into seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
But don't go anywhere near Ohio.
Why?
I don't want it to be busy. That's where I'm going.
Oh. They're like, whatever you do, don't watch it here.
Yeah, there's better places. Go to Mexico where they get the longest.
Yeah, do that. Uh, that word is spelled or sounded syzygy,
Syzygy?
mhm,
Syzygy.
according according to Google.
That'd be a
Syzygy.
good word to have in your Scrabble library.
Yeah, is there that many? I mean, there's three Y's. Is there that many Y's in Scrabble? I thought there was only two.
Now you just pretend to tease a Y.
Make it syzygies,
Just kind of
IES.
scratch out the center of the T.
Yeah, there you
Syzygies.
go.
Cool.
I wonder if that's a word.
Uh-oh.
It is. Oh no, it's not.
Did you know this is the most cosmically perfect time in history?
I didn't know, but I want to learn. Tell me more.
I gotta find where it actually starts.
Oh,
At least in terms of observing cosmic phenomena, we're about to see a total solar eclipse over North America, which is a pretty rare phenomenon. But if we were living at a different point in cosmic history, it would be more than rare. It'd be impossible. Wow. The fact the moon is the
wow.
perfect size to cover up the face of the sun in the sky is a total coincidence. It didn't have to be that way. In fact, it didn't used to be that way. So, used to not have as good of a solar eclipse. That's why it's
Mm-hmm.
perfect. These solar eclipses have been freaking out humans for pretty much forever. The oldest visual representation of a solar eclipse could be a fairly innocuous looking mound of stone in County Meath, Ireland, called the Loucrew. This grassy hump dates back to 3300 BC, making it a good 1,000 years older than Stonehenge.
Oh,
It features a number of large stones with intricate carvings of abstract shapes like spirals and diamonds. Most importantly for our purpose is one of the cairns. Cairns shows a large carving of overlapping concentric circles, a common visual representation, the sun being eclipsed and then revealed by the moon. In 2002, archaeoastronomer, what is it, archaeologist astronomer Paul Griffin captured the age of the site to calculations. Oh, compared the age of the site to calculations of when solar eclipses should have been visible in the area and found a good match for November 30th, 3340 BC, just around sunset. He argued that the other symbols on this mound might represent stars that became visible due to the darkness of the partial eclipse.
That's pretty cool. They're like, we need to write this down. This crazy thing just happened. We need to write this down.
Well, on a slightly darker note, they've also noted the presence of charred peoples from around 50, of about 50, placed in a basin just in front of this carving, which, of course, evokes some kind of ceremonial sacrifice. Oopsies. So people disagree with this interpretation because there's no written record to disprove it. But it's kind of the issue. Looking 5,000 years into the past, we can say confidently what was going on in the sky, but we don't know what the heck was going on in the ground.
Yeah.
A solar eclipse is the perfect opportunity for scrutinizing the sun's deeply weird cornea. One of the most striking aspects of a full-blown solar eclipse is the totality, the period in which the moon hangs over the sun to almost perfectly blot out its starlight. You might expect the sky to simply be dark around our briefly shadowed star, but you'd be wrong. Instead, the dark sun's wreath by what looks like a wavering silvery crown, hence the name corona,
Corona.
just like the beer.
Exactly.
Latin for wreath or crown is a complex dynamic region of hot, rarefied plasma, ionized gas, swirling and billowing in magnetic fields that emanate from deeper within. And being in the moon's star blocking shadow is by far the best time to see it. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
So you can see things bubble out around the moon? Ooh. That could be cool.
Yeah. That would be very cool. I guess that's why you want to wear the glasses.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Oh, look at that guy.
How about this?
Perfect. My favorite so far. Just a kidding.
no, we got a Natalia in our chat. Woo woo. What's up? Let's mute the music.
I'm back.
Natalia brings her own music when she comes to parties.
What?
Yeah, we got some Natalia in the chat.
Yay!
I was just thinking
That's
while I was getting
awesome.
coffee, I was like, I saw that there were 6 people. I'm like, I wonder if they know they can actually type in the chat. You know, you're allowed to.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. It's time for some superhumans.
Yay, superhumans.
How super duper do you think they are?
Whoa. Um, I don't know. Tell me. Let's find out.
You know, superpowers are real.
Mm-hmm.
They can, humans can sprout giant claws like X-Men's Wolverine, and they can shoot energy beams from their eyes like Cyclops.
Yep. That all
Y-
feels real.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much what, like the Avenger movies aren't action movies, they're documentaries.
Yeah. I that feels right.
Well, we might not be able to do those things, but sometimes superpowers arise through things like genetic mutations, a bit like the origin stories in comics. We have um, some people in the Himalayas that we may talk about that have adapted to high altitude,
Mm.
and that ends up supercharging their genes with strength and endurance. Ooh.
Yep.
But then there are also other superpowers that could be acquired. Mental athletes who perform amazing feats of memory swear that anyone can develop a mind like a steel trap. Even fear itself can be conquered with the right conditioning, as in the case of rock climbers. Scientists are just starting to learn what's going on in the bodies and minds of people with these and other heightened abilities. They
Um,
find, oh, what?
I was just gonna say this reminds me. I saved a little spider the other day.
Oh, you are, wow,
Yeah.
superhuman Darcy.
I know. I know, right? It. I am learning to conquer my fear. Little teeny spider. It was so small. I was like, I feel like this one is small enough that I could try it out.
You could try it out.
Yep. And I did it. Yep. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that with everybody.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yay! Her first spider murdered,
Yeah.
or
Saved.
unalived.
No, I saved it.
Oh, you saved it. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I
no,
thought it
I
was a
I picked
smashy.
it up and I took it outside.
On your
I mean,
hand?
I didn't. No,
Barehanded?
no. I
Oh.
put it in a little container and I got it outside. But I've never saved, like, they're either ignored or put out of my misery, their misery. So this was one that was saved and put outside to be eaten by nature. Yep.
Good for you.
First time. So I've now saved one scorpion and one tiny, teeny tiny spider.
That's so nice of you.
Thank you. Thank
You're just like the people of the Philippines
you. Hmm.
and
That's
Malaysia
that's what
and
made me think of it.
Indonesia. You have evolved
Yep.
a genetic ability to safely remove spiders. You should be a spider hunter.
No.
Like go into
Mm-mm.
people's
No.
houses and take out the dangerous spiders and spider webs and like save them.
No.
Take them to your
No.
house, back to your house, and live with them all.
That's gross. Don't even say that.
So
Baby steps.
the Baju people of the Philippines Malaysia, and Indonesia have evolved a genetic ability to use oxygen more efficiently. This makes them excellent free divers like fishermen. Um, so they can dive up to 4 minutes on one breath.
Crazy. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm just going to go down here for a little while.
Yep. Yeah, I have a hard time holding my breath to clean up poop out of the yard. Sorry.
Well,
Too much coffee.
yeah, I think you're going to die. So
Yep.
maybe Spoon Man could help you, because he could bring you
Oh.
a spoon to help pick up stuff with. So
No, that's
Spoon Man
not
here, he is electromagnetic, and his body attracts metal objects, and he can attach them to him. He just sticks them to him. I don't think he's
that's weird.
electromagnetic. I think his skin has some kind of extra sticky.
It's sticky.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's not in the article, but I found his picture and I was like, oh yeah, I remember that guy. He gets a spot.
Yeah, I like that. That's interesting.
But these people are crazy. Look at that.
It's amazing.
The
Is that like a
Sherpas.
little seat?
Huh?
Oh, he had like it looked like he had a little seat so that he could sit back. Or is that to stop him from falling backwards?
Yeah,
That's sick.
yeah. It may be so that he can lean and take the weight off every now and then.
Hmm.
That's interesting. That's an interesting little thing because I see in these other pictures they don't have that. So he's like, I'm just gonna do that. It's like, guys, friends, look at this. Check this invention out. He's that inventor that's always trying to invent stuff.
Hmm.
And it's like, hey, check out this new gadget I got going on. But the Sherpas are experts of high altitude carrying. Members of this ethnic group have lived here for more than 6,000 years at an average 14,000 feet above sea level, where there's about 40% less oxygen than at sea level, which has given natural selection a lot of time to figure out how to deal with this low level of oxygen. Normally, as oxygen levels drop, the human body pumps out more oxygen carrying red blood cells, but this thickens the blood and can lead to altitude sickness or even death. Sherpas, on the other hand, have developed several genetic mutations that allow them to maintain low levels of red blood cells while the mitochondria in their cells use oxygen more efficiently. So, they find that they maintain this advantage even at sea level, which could help people study low blood oxygen or respiratory cardiovascular diseases.
That's very cool. I was wondering. I was like, what happens when they're not up in the mountains? Hmm, that's awesome. Good for them.
Oh, here's another thing about the swimmers. Um, one renowned staying underwater for as long as 13 minutes. That's pretty crazy.
That's scary. That's a long time.
Rock climbers have somehow managed to check their fear. I don't know how in the world you could climb on the side of that without any ropes and not be scared
Yeah.
or not be
Yeah.
like panic stricken where you couldn't move. So they did some scans of climbers' brains and they found something surprising. When shown graphic images that typically trigger intense activity in the, help me with the word,
Amygdala. Amyg
amygdala, amygdala, whatever, that thing that she said, a brain region linked to fear, Theirs were utterly silent.
Oh.
It's possible that the climbers have conditioned themselves to tamp down certain brain activity by focusing instead on the meticulously planning each move. So, anybody that can't control their fears just needs to go talk to a rock climber, and they'll help you.
Yeah. That's yeah, I don't know. I mean, anytime you have to like to be able to move forward, you have to like jam your hand into like little crevices just so you can't slip free. I mean, just all those things. And then also like how do you get back down?
Oh,
They
that's
never
that's the
show.
hardest part, I think.
They never show them coming back down.
Parachute. See that parachute on her back? Oh wait, that's not a parachute.
No, it's just some chop. It's crazy.
Samurais are also superhuman. Super agility. Fire a bullet at them. They can chop it in half in mid-air with the swing of their sword. Samurais often have uh, faster reaction time than the average human brain. Scientists are still working to understand how the central nervous system helps people plan and execute such complex movements unconsciously. Wouldn't that be crazy? You'd be like, yeah, shoot me, shoot at me. I can cut that bullet.
It doesn't even make sense. Does not compute.
Have you ever wondered how batteries work?
Yes.
Darcy drew that. Yeah, she drew what, the samurai.
All of it. Everyone. Are you making fun of my art?
I think he is. I
Rude.
think he is.
That's okay.
He's such a bully.
Only if I took offense to it. I refuse to be bullied.
Well, you can redeem yourself, Darcy. You can show him that you don't deserve bullying by explaining what a battery is.
Um, did you get that? Oh. No, you tell
Here's
me.
actually the easiest explanation I've ever seen of it. A battery stores chemical energy and releases electrical energy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, isn't that interesting? I've
How?
never heard it
Yeah.
explained that way. So it's just like these chemicals with energy, and then we can turn them into electricity. There you go. There are four key parts in a battery: a cathode, which is the positive side of the battery; an anode, which is the negative side of a battery; a separator that prevents contact between the cathode and the anode; and a chemical solution known as an electrolyte that allows the flow of electrical charge between the cathode and the anode. There you go.
Very cool.
Lithium ion battery, lithium ion batteries that power cell phones, for example, typically consist of a cathode made of cobalt and nickel oxides, and the anode is made out of graphite, the same material that can be found in many pencils. That's why we don't have pencils anymore. They've all been made into batteries.
Or like we need it.
The
Yep.
cathode of the anode stores the lithium. When the lithium ion battery is turned on, positively charged particles move through the electrolyte from the anode back to the cathode. The chemical reaction occurs that generate the electrons and convert the stored energy in the battery to an electrical current. When you plug in your cell phone to charge the lithium ion battery, the chemical reaction goes in reverse. The lithium ions move back from the cathode to the anode. As long as the lithium ions shuttle back and forth between the anode and the cathode, there is a constant flow of electrons. This provides the energy to keep your devices running. Since this cycle can be repeated hundreds of times, this type of battery is rechargeable. It's kind of like the same thing they're just repeating over and over and over. Do you see this?
They're, yeah. They're like, I don't think you got it. Let me tell you one more time.
Yeah, batteries are a pretty simple design. I wonder who. Let's look this up.
Yeah, let's find out.
Who owns the battery patent? Different types of batteries. Huh. It doesn't say. Okay, so we gotta do it differently. Who invented the battery?
There you go. I was like, I feel like they're really old. I don't
An
know.
Italian physicist, Alessandro Volta, is generally credited with having developed the first operable battery, following up on the earlier work of his compatriot Luigi Galvani. Volta performed a series of experiments on electrochemical phenomena during the 1790s, 1900s. Yeah, just
I didn't
recently.
even.
1970s.
Yeah. It's me.
1790s. So,
So it's been a while.
it's been a
Do
while.
you think? Do you think that's why their batteries are in volts because of Volta?
Oh, probably.
That's why I laughed when you first said it. I was like, wait a second.
That makes so much
That's
sense.
a word.
Oh, and then Thomas Edison refined it and made the alkaline battery in
Ah,
1901. So that probably means Edison, I think he had a lot of patents and stuff.
yeah.
He was pretty big on that. So I believe, because didn't he like steal some of Tesla's stuff? Patented it?
I think that's what they say.
But it's crazy just to think like how, like even as a kid, like batteries were so important. It was like, you need batteries for your stuff.
Yep.
And we still
I
just
did
have
Google
that.
it, and volts does come was named after, or voltage was named after Volta.
Yeah, good job, Volta.
Yep.
Battery in use, battery charging. Pretty simple.
Hmm. Interesting. The, I mean, yeah, it does seem simple, but it also still feels really complicated to be able to use it. Hmm. We learned something new today.
We always do. We learned lots of new things today.
Way too many things every day. I want a dumb day.
A dumb day?
Yep.
What would we have in our dumb day show?
Drooling. Uh,
Oh, I can't do it with my.
yeah. No.
Uh,
Maybe. Oh, we've had a dumb day when me, you, and Craig were playing. Golf.
Playing our little mini golf.
Yeah,
And we lost
that
all
was
our
fun.
viewership. We used to have
Yeah.
thousands of viewers, but that day that we played golf
Mhm.
just ended it all for us.
No.
It was too
Yeah, but now
intense.
our friends are back.
Now her friends are back. We got some
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Yay. Well, that's all we have.
Yeah, we need to have a call with Natalie and our friends soon. We haven't done that in a long time.
Sounds dangerous. You know, we've been forbidden to talk. When we get together, it's just out of hand.
Yep.
Bad
I
things
know.
happen.
Crazy.
Maybe we
Like
can
we all show up to work late
maybe we can get together on April 8th.
for the eclipse.
Oh, no, I was saying we were going to be the cause of it.
Oh,
See, us getting together causes the eclipse.
gotcha. Yeah. It was
Yeah, you ruined it.
prophesized.
You ruined it.
Yeah,
It was a
I
good
did.
joke, and then
I was
you're
having
just
a
like,
dumb, having a moment. I
what?
didn't get it. I still
An
don't get it,
eclipse?
but that's okay.
Have a nice Easter.
Oh yeah,
Easter?
yeah.
Esther?
Well, I do miss Easter egg hunting and getting all the candies, getting the big baskets with the
I don't know about the candies.
fake grass.
I don't
No,
like candies like that as much anymore.
Mm.
But I did always like, and they were horrible too. I like the little milk chocolate eggs.
Oh
Those
yeah, no,
those
I
were
don't.
good in there.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I
in
still get
general,
pumpkin
I don't
every
know.
year.
I'm not as big of a candy fan as much as I would have been as a kid. But the rest of the Easter stuff, I think hunting eggs is amazing. That's so much fun.
Yeah, and like coloring them, like start to finish, it is a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Actually, that is pretty fun. Coloring eggs.
Hmm.
Maybe I'll have to go get an egg coloring kit and do some. Oh, they probably have fancy stuff nowadays. You can probably like decorate them with like little bunny ears and eyes and stuff.
All kinds of goodies.
Hmm,
Yeah, I saw.
could be
Yeah,
fun.
there's like a lot of different things. Yeah, I bet there is all kinds of cool things that you can do now.
Hmm.
Um,
Let's see. Real
instead of
quick
just
before we
using like
go.
the crayon.
We got a minute. 1 minute. I
Yeah.
know you were super busy because you were like, man, so tired of seeing. Just why can't we just have like non-politics stuff up on our pages? Um, let's
I hear
see.
you.
Easter. What are we gonna do? Fancy
Easter eggs.
eggs. Decorating kits.
Yeah.
What do we got? Shopping. All right. Okay, you can make things. Oh,
I
whoa.
this
What's
rem
this?
That's very cool.
Whoa, what's this one?
Oh, little stickers. I feel like they had those when we were kids
Yeah,
too.
they did, but they might be a little bit better on the
I
stickers.
like it. I like
I like the holders
the
though.
little, yeah, whatever, what are they called? Just egg holders. Um, Yesterday we went to Walmart and they had a little pan for pancakes, I guess, and it was shaped like a peep, like the bunny peeps. I thought that was pretty funny.
Got it.
I thought about it for a second. I didn't get it. I also didn't get any peeps, which
Mhm.
was a win for me.
Here it is.
Oh, that's it. That's the one.
That's the
Oh,
one.
it's got um.
You can make people.
Why am I drawing a blank with our guys? Our What's their story about? They're not
The
elves.
gnomes.
What's the door? Yeah, the no. Oh my gosh. I need to go back to bed. I'm like, yeah,
That one's
sad.
cool. This one looks cool. Oh, those are just ornaments. Oh, okay. That'd be fun. That's cool.
Oh, they're like little wax melts or whatever.
Yeah, I think so. That'd be a fun little thing. Do it and decorate. giveaway.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that those two kits are pretty much it. Where did that go? How did I get over here? I need to be on this one. Or this one. Yeah, there we are. It's either gonna be like sticker design type stuff. Oh, what's this? Neon things? Neon egg decorating. A glimmer Easter egg? Glitz and glimmer. Superhero ones? Ninjas? How do you make ninja eggs? Oh, this is getting a little out of hand here, Darcy. Did I lose you already? Am I gone? There's stream end. I don't hear you. What else do I have? The shimmer ones? Man, if you got like all these different ones, that'd be fun to just do different. It'd be expensive. Couple $100. You can get all the different little packs. Yeah, I like this. This is pretty cool. Just do egg decorating. That'd be pretty fun. Do like some kind of art.
Hey, me.
Oh, now I
I
gotcha.
I'm on my phone. My power went out.
Your power went out. Oh, then we lost even like our Darcy. Yeah, no, I didn't even look at that.
Yeah, no, I messaged you and I could see that the stream was still.
I didn't get any messages. All right, we'll end it. Bye, everyone. Have a nice Easter.